Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for Action Comics 1057. This is the beginning of a new arc. Before we get into the book, let's talk about it because we have three stories on this one. So I'll talk about all the creative teams here first, and then we'll look at the first story, which is the main story in the book. I don't have preview art for the other two, but one of them is an ongoing thing, so you can probably kind of tell, and the other one does kick off a new thing. So the Home Again story continues by Dan Jurgens and Leigh Weeks. So you probably already have a glimpse. If you've been enjoying that story, I really recommend you check it out. I read the first few chapters of that, and I just realized that I want to see that all once. I feel like that's going to be all collected into one really nice thing, uh, because we are at like part 7, and each of those is like maybe 8 pages or so. So I think it's gonna make a really nice collection once the whole story is done. Dan Jurgens is a fantastic writer, so I have a lot of faith in that. And Leigh Wicks's art is beautiful. So we also have a new story called Super is as Super does, written by Magdalene Vissagio, with art by Matthew Clark, colors by Matt Herms, and letters by Rob Leigh. That's a very different story. It's completely new. It focuses on Superboy, so definitely recommend you read that as well. I will read that once it's all completed in the next few parts. So let's focus on the main story for now, which is what I'm reviewing here. This is the New World story written by Phillip Kenedy Johnson with art by Rafa Sandoval, colors by Matt Herms, and letters by Dave Sharpe. In this story, as the Super Family and Steelworks rebuild their city, a new golden age of Metropolis has begun, but not everyone is happy about it. As the charismatic but volatile young terrorist leader Nora Stone reveals herself and her vision for a city without Kryptonians, members of the Super Family inexplicably start losing their powers, and a new team of metahumans emerges to take their place. Who is Nora Stone, and what is her strange obsession with Clark Kent? Yeah, this was a fun one to dive into. And let me tell you what I loved about this first and foremost. I think Phillip Kenedy Johnson has manages to write not only the big bombastic stories, but like also the smaller, quieter moments, all done in such a really fun fashion. Like this is the stuff I love about Superman is some of the stuff that Philip K. Johnson is just he's just writing that stuff, right? Let me pull up a page because I want to talk about it. This is right. This to me would have been just a really nice chapter. We have Superman here. He's eating lunch at the top of the building with someone. As the conversation develops, they're talking about the struggles about being fathers and stuff. And right before he leaves, you find out that Glenn was somebody that Superman had previously put in jail, and he mentions to him like, I'm not checking up on you, I just like to eat lunch with my friends. And it is that belief that Superman has in people to be their better version of themselves and to improve themselves and to better themselves and get a better life that I really appreciate. Like, and that was all done in just 2 pages. Right, one big spread, but that will cover 2 pages, and then we get right into it. This is just like a little prologue before we kick off the story. I also really like the margins here. Like it makes everything feel very cinematic as well, right? The little film reel, um, and yeah, I mean, I guess it could also be for a camera, but just the way that the panels are like in widescreen, it just gives me that feeling of like, yeah. The one thing I'll say, I wish they had a credits page that was separate so they could just have all the credits there for the creators instead of having me having to look around all over the page. But it's still very nice, really cool stuff. And I just, that's what Superman is and what Superman should do. Um, we also get a lot of Clark Kent in this issue and how capable he is as a reporter. Granted, a lot of this could be aided by the fact that he has those superpowers, but yeah, it's a really first fun issue. It leaves you in probably one of the biggest cliffhangers around, and it's just really fun. Like this to me, I haven't been enjoying an Action Comics run in such a long time as much as I am this one. And I'm very happy for this new chapter. So, very excited to see what happens next. I can't believe I'm reading so much Superman. As a big Batman fan, like the fact that I'm reading so many Superman series is insane. So, if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.